I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Right to the air is Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Adolfo is so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. This defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 2nd and 12, Tua, 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go down. Brought down to the 12. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone. Touchdown! Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they all string together a nice drive and help themselves out. They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down. The Ravens have won on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd. And getting road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. Out to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is uh-oh. He's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to work. Past the 20. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game. Tucker with the extra. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
They're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan definitely just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. This came on staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air. Tagovailoa swings this out here for Cohen. And he's going to be stopped very short. As the tackler's running at the 18-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead on down. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best team.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are taken over at the 25-yard line. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself, or you pitch it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
These two teams call time after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Okay, break.
Mostert is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. There's no tackle with the So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. He gave it a long throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep walking toward the end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line. So now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And not only will he not get it, he's going to lose yardage. It's stuffing back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong?
He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary, the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it out for 6 points. Tucker on the point on the extra point. It's the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that. Maybe they get this game tied up.
On second down, Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, he needed 6. He got about 5. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 41, Jackson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield strike at the 49. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And good space to operate there as he takes his step inside the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the way. First from the 45. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny them the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They can re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Mike Gesicki has really emerged as one of the Miami Dolphins' primary targets, and he can run the entire route tree. We know he's dependable in the short areas, but he can also stretch the field down the middle. A career high 73 catches last season, and he gets another one here to move the chains.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Caught, it's Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on second down. Tua, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Here's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raider touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a first lead as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second and very short.
Tua. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a big 6 and a Raider touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
I expect them to do exactly that.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brandon Cooks from a yard out. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with an extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the fourth quarter. To kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team is on this one. Let's just say it's been unusual.
Handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Tua sets up to pass it. And they're able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready?
Tua to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. To be down here at 2nd and 16 after the snap. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On 2nd and inches.
Tua swings this out here for Cohen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Open there, that's Gesicki down the field.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 47 yards.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Tua going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try to score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Jackson running again.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he converts the 14 There's no running for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really charged by a big second half to put this one on ice.
To get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better.
Yeah. Black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.